Hi everybody, thanks for joining me for my 8th card class in the mail tutorial. I wanted to start out by thanking you for your continued support and interest in my card classes. I know it's somewhat difficult to continue to do card classes without meeting in person, but I appreciate all of your continued support. And whether or not I see you virtually or a quick doorstop visit when you pick up your product or your card classes, I really appreciate your continued support during these somewhat difficult times. I'm looking forward to when we can meet together again. But for now, trying to make the best of it. So I first of all wanted to thank you for your friendship and your continued support. Second of all, bonus days is being offered right now through Stampin' Up. So with every $50 purchase, you will get a $5 coupon to be used for any size purchase next month. So you can purchase anything from the current catalog or the new mini catalog that is currently available for pickup. You can start purchasing from that mini catalog next month. So if you'd like to start perusing it, just let me know and I can get one made available for you. So those are all the administrative things that I needed to talk to you about. But I do want to let you know that I do have a new phone, so hopefully this will work the same way as before. But if not, I appreciate your patience as I work out the details on my new phone and making videos. Okay, so I'm going to point you down and around and get started with the tutorial. Okay, so if you did purchase the tutorial, you want to look for the number 8 on your card packet. I hope that you will make these cards as I go through the tutorial. It's just nice to be able to follow along and make the cards as you go and get them finished at the same time that the video finishes. So just trying to work with the camera angle a little bit. Okay, so the first card is this one here. This uses the Butterfly Beauty Thinlits. So what you get with those Thinlits are these two main dies here. You also get some smaller images as well. So this die here, which is a bolder image, cuts out the background. So the black image on this card is cut with this bolder image. This more detailed image cuts out the top of your butterfly, and they are meant to put one on top of the other. So what I had done was I went ahead and cut those images out. I used the new Rainbow Glimmer paper to cut out these butterflies. They turn out really pretty, and you kind of get this ombre effect with that paper. It's gorgeous paper. Unfortunately, I don't have any more to show you because I used it all on my card classes. So what you have is your Mango Melody cardstock, and that's going to be mounted onto your black cardstock. Then you're going to take your butterflies and you're going to take your Tombow glue and just put it on some of these larger areas of the butterflies. You don't have to go through all the little nooks and crannies. Just gotta go into the main areas. And then you're going to turn that around and mount it onto the black butterflies, like so. You can see that these images are more than what's on this card. What you're going to do is go ahead and take a scissor and just cut those wings on these bottom two butterflies. And you're going to save those and use them for the inside of the card. Okay, so once you've cut those apart, these will all be glued together, and you're going to cut those apart. You'll mount that onto your card front. You're then going to take your two banner pieces that I've cut for you. Going to stamp. I stamped Celebrate. I did want to take a minute to talk to you about the stamp set that I used on this card. So the only stamping that was done on this card was on the greetings. So the Celebrate and It's Your Day came from the Many Mates stamp set in the new catalog. And Stampin' Up! Did a great job listening to us. We all said that we wanted stamp sets that had greetings that you could put on the outside of your card, as well as greetings that you can put on the inside of your card that coordinate with that. So this set is great for that. You have the main images, the celebrate, congrats, thanks, happy anniversary, get well soon, and just thinking of you. And then you have coordinating stamps that work nicely with those, like celebrate and happy birthday, or celebrate, it's your day. And then some of these smaller sayings as well. So I just wanted to call that stamp set out to you. So you can check that out in the main catalog. You don't want to go without getting this set. You'll find lots of uses for it. So I wanted to call that one out. So that is what I used for this celebrate, and also for It's Your Day. And I love this It's Your Day because you have this open image where you can color in. So I stamped that with Memento, and then I colored it in with the one of the blends. So, okay, so that's how that card was made. Okay, the next card is part of the prized peony set. Having a hard time saying that today. Okay, so this is the card, a gorgeous card. That cutout peony makes it so easy to make a gorgeous card. So I had done a video on this once before on how to put the peony together, but I'll just go through it real quickly again. So this time what I'm going to use is one of our daubers to create some dimension to this peony. So first of all, this peony was cut out with the peony dies. That makes sense. And I just dropped my dauber. Okay, so the peony dies cut out these pieces here. So you'll have 4 pieces. And what you want to do is just add a little highlight to those die cuts. So I'm using Petal Pink, I believe. It's so hard to read some of those light labels. So I'm just daubing into my my ink, and then I'm just going to lightly rub it onto that die cut. Now this die cut is actually, the dies are actually cut out using the shimmer paper that we have, the white shimmer paper. It just gives it an extra elegant look. So you can add as much ink to this as you want. Just depends on how dark you want your coloring. Make sure you go up to the edges. You can cut these dies out actually with any color paper, and then just do some extra highlighting on it with the dauber as well. You can make any color peony that you want. Okay, and then when you're assembling it, you want to go smallest to largest. So I take my smallest one and I put it through the back of the second smallest one. And you'll find that these bottom edges all match up. So you want to match up those angles and curves. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of glue, pull those apart, and just add a little bit of glue right in the middle there. Okay, and then you're going to take the next size up and feed that in from the front. And you're going to scoot it down until those ridges all match up. Okay, so these ridges down here are all going to match up. Again, you're going to pull those apart, add a little bit of glue. And same thing with the largest one. Just going to slide that whole thing in together. Match up those edges right along here. And then pull that apart a little bit just so that you can add some glue. Okay, so there's the flower, and then you have a little bit of a stamen here. It's just cut out of black cardstock. Just going to put a little bit of glue there, and then there's a little opening on that smallest die that you can just slide that right in, like so. And it's those little touches that just make it a much nicer flower. Okay, so that is the flower, and then we are going to work on the leaves. So the leaves are all cut out from Garden Green, and you'll have 3 bold leaves, and you'll have 3 detailed leaves, or they're not leaves, but they're outlines of those leaves. So what I would suggest doing is matching them up first. See which one goes with what. Okay, that goes with that. This goes with this. And this one goes with this. Okay, and what we're going to do to differentiate between these 2 pieces is we're just going to add some color with a dauber. And this is just Garden Green ink. So you're just applying the same color ink to the paper. And that's just going to give you a little bit of definition on that leaf when you put this detail piece on the leaf. So again, you want to just add a little bit of Tombow glue right along the edge there, and then mount it right on top of the leaf. This is kind of why you want to match them up ahead of time, just so that you don't try putting the wrong detail on the wrong bold leaf. You could also cut this out with the coordinating green color. So if you wanted to, you could mix and match your greens instead of doing the daubing with the ink. Make sure that I have that right side up. So for the base of the card, I used it's the gray that we carry. I can't even remember, the gray granite, I think is the name of it. And I used a piece of the Peony Designer Series paper. Peony Garden Designer Series paper. This is gorgeous paper. It has a lot of that that petal pink. Sorry, I just had cataract surgery. I'm still trying to focus my eyes. Yeah, petal pink, and a lot of the gray tones in it. So it's just a really gorgeous paper. So what I did was I took a piece of it, cut it down to cardstock size, and I ran it through the Argyle embossing folder. So you can get that texture that you like with the embossing folders, but also have it on Designer Series paper. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and mount that. You can see how pretty that would be just with the gray side too. But I'm going to go ahead and have the pink side on the front. This card is made as a sympathy card, but you could certainly use it for any occasion. Actually would be really pretty as a wedding card too. Okay, and then we're going to take the shimmer paper that I have die cut out for you. Yeah, part of the Peony set also includes this die that cuts this little ridge here. So I just made a little tag out of that. That's going to be mounted onto your card front. Again, I hope you guys aren't just watching me. I hope you're actually putting together your kit. Okay, and then that peony is going to be raised up. With some dimensionals. I'm just going to turn that around and put a few dimensionals on there. And once this is stuck down with the dimensionals, you'll be able to go ahead and just slide those leaves in. So it'll give you a little bit of height, but at the same time, allow you to slide those leaves in. Now I do realize that I just forgot to stamp the My Thoughts Are With You. You would want to do that before you attach your white piece onto your card. So I'll have to go back and make a tag for it and put it right on top. Okay, so then we're just going to take the leaves and slide those in. Just want to attach it with a little bit of Tombow glue. Let's see how easily that slides right underneath there. Okay, and then I did give you some of the little embellishments to sprinkle onto your card, like so. Okay, and then on the inside of my card, what I did was I just stamped one of the little peonies. And then I just took the same dauber that I used on the peony on the front and just added a little bit of color just to make it stand out a little bit, like so. And then again, you would stamp your salutation. I think I might actually use this for something besides a sympathy card, so I'm just going to leave that blank for now. That gets attached on the inside. Okay, so that is the second card. Okay, put away this stuff so I don't make a mess. Okay, and the last card is this one. And that uses the paper from the Forever Fern. Let me see what the exact name is. Forever Greenery Designer Series paper. And I think I showed you this once before in one of the other classes, but it has some great Designer Series paper with all these leaves on it. It's just a really refreshing type of Designer Series paper. So make sure you take a look at that in the catalog. Okay, so what I did was I have the card cut this direction. So I cut it at 4 1/4 along the short side, and then I folded it at 5 1/2. So that way you have a card that opens a little bit differently. You're going to attach everything to the white piece that goes on the front. You have two white pieces. One goes on the front, one goes on the inside of your card, like so. Okay, so I'm going to take the white piece and the base of the card and put that aside for now. And then I took two of the Designer Series paper, and we're going to alternate how they are on the front of your card. So I took this piece and I cut two of the same pieces out. One I'm going to flip over. And then I did the same thing with this. So you're using the front and the back of the same piece of Designer Series paper. Okay, so all you're going to do is take these little pieces. This is a great way to use up that Designer Series paper, even if you just have little pieces of it. Just create a cute little border on your card. Okay, so there's the first one, and then this is back side, so I'm just alternating them. Make sure that you're straight. Okay. I believe these are 1 inch by 2 inch pieces that I cut. Okay, so then you have that cute little border along the bottom of your card. And then I took a piece of the new Just Jade ribbon. It's gorgeous ribbon. Just love it. It's just so nice to work with. Just Jade is one of the new in colors. So I'm just wrapping that around the card. I'm just going to attach it with some tape. You want to make sure that it's pulled pretty tight. You want to make sure that you're not pulling it so tight that it's pulling the card, but you want to make sure that it's nice and tight. And then what you're going to do is take the fern piece that I cut out. This is part of the Forever Greenery Forever Fern, I believe, stamp set and dies. Here we go. Forever Fern stamp set and the coordinating dies. This is another beautiful set from the new mini catalog. So it has the coordinating dies to cut out those stamped images. So all I'm going to do is take this fern piece and again just attach some glue to some of the larger areas. I'm not going to put glue on all of these. Well, maybe I am. Just put a dot on each one of those little flowers, or not flowers, leaves. Okay, sorry about that noise in the background. The wind is picking up a bit and blowing my curtains. Okay, so I'm just going to glue this. I'm tucking it right underneath that ribbon and turning it a little bit so it fits on that card, like so. Isn't that cute? And then you could add sayings that would make it suitable for anything. So I have the punched out image here. I'm just going to use his Birthday Wishes. And Birthday Wishes is from Fancy Phrases. This is another gorgeous set from the new new current catalog, main catalog. I love these roses. They're so pretty. And the sayings are really nice. I love the font. Just love everything about it. So I'm just going to stamp that with Shaded Spruce, which is one of the coordinating colors that goes with that paper. And again, I'm going to raise that up with dimensionals. I think 4 will do it. I love these mini dimensionals. I used to have to cut the larger ones down because it seemed like such a waste. You don't need to use so much dimensionals. You can just use little pieces of them. Okay, so that goes on like that. Gets mounted to your card base. And then we just have the inside. So I took the Celebrate, which was from the Mini Mates, and stamped that with the Shaded Spruce. And then I took one of the images from the Forever Fern. I believe it was this larger one. This one here. And I inked it up with the pear. I can't remember the name of the color. The pear color of ink that matches the cardstock that I used. And then that gets mounted onto the inside of the card. Okay, so that is the third and final card from the 8th card class in the mail. Thank you again for your interest, and I'm glad that you checked in today and followed along with me. So have a great day, and feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions at all. You can reach me at Melinda's Rubber Room on Facebook, or you can leave a comment on YouTube. All right, see you soon. Bye.